I'll take things from here, Alan. Thank you very much. Whew. Did you miss us? We're back here on Coventry United TV. We've had a couple of technical issues, but we are back now. Oh, I tell you, that was the longest 15 minutes of my life, I tell you. You'll be glad to know the score is still 0-0, though Coventry United have had a couple of opportunities at goal. Maybe Mitch Piggins just had a decent opportunity saved at the near post. Now you will be able to hear exactly what is going on. Fingers crossed. And by the way, we've got to say massive thank you to Alan, who was giving us a little bit of help on the camera. Could he into the right hand side here, looking for the opening goal. Hey, clear, but not that clear. Shooting opportunity, blocked. Now Lewis Rankin, heavy first touch picked up by the left back. Lob forward, and it will bounce into Jeff Woodward's vicinity. Nodded on. Here to about try and clear their lines as Jack Jays couldn't bring it under control. And Carl Barnett may have to put that one out, play for a throw. He does indeed, as he's put under severe pressure. Throw towards that penalty area. Brown couldn't bring it under control. Cleared by Chris Cox. Flicked up for Mitch Piggin. And Piggins brought it down. Tries to lob the goalkeeper out and nearly hit Nigel Ward on the head. I think that hat might have cushioned it. But Ralston couldn't deal with Mitch Piggin. Well, how many defenders have had that problem this season? Live coverage of Heanor Town versus Coventry United here on CUTV with Liam Cook. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for exclusive football content from Coventry United TV. Leave a like as well on the video to let us know you are enjoying the coverage. Now we are back on air. You can leave a comment with your feedback. Please don't say, oh, they're never on air, they're never on air. Look, one mistake. To be fair, it's the first thing we've had all season. Last year we had a nightmare at the start of the season. Prinzel clears. Only the feet of Greg Marriott. Marriott's pass picked up by Craig Reed, playing that number 10 right down the right-hand side. Lovely lofted pass. Jack Jays will keep it in. Tries to flick it over Marriott's head. Covered off by several Heanor players. And he's won a throw on that far side. Level with the penalty area. Great work from JJ in his first start for the Coventry United first team in 2 years. Heanor keeping one man in Elliot Reeves forward. In fact, no, they're actually pushing Sam Vickers forward as well in case of a counter. They must have heard me. A long throw by Mosley. Nodded on by Piggin. Corner. It's going to play the Heanor player. Big Bobby Mosley fancies taking Jamie Coleman's role as long throw specialist. Corner kick on the left-hand side for the Red and Greens. Around 20 minutes gone for the perfect opportunity for Coventry United to take the lead. Lewis Rankin to swing it in from the left-hand side, usually so reliable with set pieces. Who can he find with this one? It's into the air towards Kyle Barnett, nodded clear. Rankin. Cleared easily. Onto the head of Rankin again. Cox leaps forward but can only find Craddock. Sends it down the right, met in the air by Gift Musa. Prinzel stabs it forward. Jack Jays beaten in the air by Scott. And Craddock will find a defensive partner and end the danger for Heanor for the time being. Danny Gordon, back to Marriott. Puts his laces through that one, looking for the run of Sam Vickers, just out of reach of the number 11. United currently in 8th place in the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division. They really do need to start racking up the points if they are going to realise their promotion ambitions. Throwing taken, nodded on by Mitch Piggin, looking for Craig Reed. Beat to the ball by Ralston. Craddock looking for the run of Sam Vickers, but Woodward will get there and put it out of play off Vickers. Well, the Heanor fans asking for a throw to the Lions. Referee and the assistant in the greens. It is a Coventry United ball. So the score remains 0-0. Who's going to be taking it? The problem is with the town ground, we're on the side of the pitch where both dugouts are, so it's rather difficult to see. No gantries, I've got to say. Now I've been on a gantry once, I want one every single match, so I might have to get my own portable gantry. Throwing taken, Prince will play across to the left-hand side with Bobby Mosley. Through ball towards Gift Musa down that left-hand side. He's trying to take on Scott and does so beautifully. Takes it further towards that left touchline, no. Where's he going to go from here? Musa. Prince lobs it forward. Jays can't bring it down. Poor header from Marriott. Apologies if you did hear any obscene noises. Racing down that right hand side here to looking for the opening goal. A brilliant save by Rich Morris. A surging run from Elliot Reed and a brilliant shot, low and hard save with the foot of the man they call England's number one. And performances like this, he'll stay England's number one. By the way, those rude noises won't make their way into the highlights. I'm just glad I'm so good at editing, otherwise they might have ended up in there. Here's Gordon. Sent the ball into the penalty area, no one but Morris in that vicinity. Plenty of time for the man with the headband to pick his option.
Yeah, but don't tell the dog. Cookie's got a job.
Here's Jeff Woodward. Skips past Vickers. Bit of contact from the number 11. Free kick Coventry United just inside red and green territory. Barnett across to Rob Prinzel. Quick free kick taken. It's Prinzel in the centre circle. Fires it towards Jack Jays. Scott gets his body in the way and takes it away. Chris Cox gets it in there. Foul against Jack Jays. For an infringement on Scott. Through the centre of the park goes Danny Gordon. Oliver, the left back into the centre circle. Musa tries to make the challenge, but to no avail. Oliver, chip pass. Looking for Vickers, he won't find him, and Kyle Barnett hoofs it high and out of the stand. And it's actually taking a touch on Vickers on the way through, so it'll be a Coventry United throw deep into red and green's territory. We're going to need a new ball. No, they're not charging Carl for that. Jeff Woodward. Look at that, like a rocket towards the head of Mitch Pigham, just a little too high. And now Heanor back in possession. Stabbed forward by Liam Oliver. He's not going to beat Kyle Barnett to the ball. Vickers picks it up on the left-hand side. Corner kick. Heanor with the corner. 25 minutes into the first half.
Got one of your chips stuck in it. A lot of earliers around here, isn't there?
There's more strange. There's more strange noises coming from the Red and Green Army than usual. And that's saying something.
Well, we didn't fucking heard one from you lot.
Towards the far post, and the attempted header by Marriott. Towards the far end of the penalty area. Goes out of play for a Coventry United goal kick. Morris lines up the goal kick.
I want to know where my mate is.
What, were you upset last time?
Yeah, that's one.
Morris down the left. Looking for Piggin. It's actually closer than Musa. But Heanor will pick it up once again. Not the best of kicks from Morris, who's actually allowed the defence to take his goal kicks for him recently. He's decided to give it a go today. Let's get you some latest scores from the other grounds around the country. Hooked away by Chris Cox. And, well, it started well for the Republic of Ireland, but they're 2-1 down at home to Denmark. Shane Duffy giving them the lead up to 6 minutes. Piggin running straight into Musa, but now he's running into the penalty area. And fires on once again. I tell you what, he should have hit Nigel Ward. That's the second time he's nearly had him. I can't say I blame him, but...
I know, he stands out.
Mitch, the goal's that way. But by the way, once again, the score at the Viva Stadium, Ireland 1, Denmark 2. A 6-minute goal from Shane Duffy giving Ireland the lead, but a Cyrus Christie own goal. Had to be an ex-Coventry City player, didn't it? And a goal by Spurs' Christian Eriksen has turned the game on its head. So right now it's Denmark heading to Russia and not Ireland. So it'll be England as the only British or British side. I mean, I know I'm not technically British, but, you know, they are. So the only side from the British Isles are going to Russia at the moment. Talking of England, let's see how they're doing against Brazil at Wembley in their friendly. Is that handball against Mitch Pickman? Referee says no. It's still 0-0. That kicked off at 8 o'clock, so same time as us here at the town ground. Plenty of space on the left-hand side for Vickers, just a little too far for the number 11, that long ball from the right-hand side. Barnett, back to Morris. Back to Barnett. Woodward in space on the right-hand side. And Barnett was being held there, was he, by the number 9 for Heanor Town? Referee says no. Morris's clearance brought down to her by Chris Cox, who fires through with a challenge. Luckily no foul given. United will regain the ball. Barnett's attempting to pass down the middle to Lewis Rankin, cuts out, but Woodward will pick up the pieces. Piggin being held. Referee says no foul. Now towards Jays, forced down to earth by Marriott. Once again the referee unmoved. Gordon trying to get Heanor out of danger. Laid up to Miles Scott, the fullback. Lawrence Constable. Long ball from midfield. The only one chasing that is Jeff Woodward. Even he's not going to get there. It's all the way back to the goal of Rich Morris. And by the way, Terry, Luke, if you are watching the full coverage of this match, a lot of shots are going to be of Keith Green's head. The view's not brilliant, I've got to admit. We've got to get a portable gantry, I've got to say. Lovely free ball down the right-hand side for Lawrence Constable to give chase, but a fantastic side challenge by Bobby Mosley sends it into the advertising boards on that far end of the pitch. But it will result in a throw for the Lions, which Scott will take. There he goes towards the penalty area. Reeves, back to Scott, back to Reeves. Can he turn? Shooting opportunity for Heanor's number 4, Josh Craddock. Played all the way back to Ralston, who launches it towards the penalty area. Aimless pass once again. The passing from Heanor has been poor. They haven't really caused Coventry United any sort of headaches apart from that low shot from Reeves. Woodward. Long range pass. Pigger nods it down for Craig Reed. He got back on scoring form against Quorn in the FA Vars. It was a long-range effort blocked by, I believe that was the leg of Alex Brown. And it was easy pickings for Wayne White. Wayne White, I feel like Jonathan Ross, is that what he feels every week? Clearance by White. Only onto the boot of Rob Prinzel, who volleys it forward first time. It bounces away from the Coventry United strikers and into White's path once again. Half an hour played at the town ground. Heanor Town 0, Coventry United 0 is the current score. Keeper's kick once again straight to Prinzel. This time he does find a teammate in Bobby and Jack Jays. Jays ball down the left-hand side, picked up by Marriott, but you could see Piggin lurking behind him. So did the right thing and put it out of play. I think his teammates to backtrack and give him some support. Mosley plays a 1-2 with Jays, can't get to the second ball, and Scott puts out a player off Mosley for the goal kick. Which White will take. Next time we're on air here on CUTV this coming Saturday, we'll live coverage of the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division match between Coventry United and Long Eaton United. That's at the Butts Park Arena. Kick-off at 3 p.m. Coverage starts at 2:45. Header won by Carl Barnett from the goal kick. Musa couldn't get to the seconds. Heanor passing it around in the midfield. Here's Scott. Brown in the centre circle. Space on the left-hand side. Oliver plays a 1-2 with Vickers and lobs it forward for Gordon to chase into the penalty area. Laid off for Reeves. Can he hit it? No, he can't. He's blocked up by Mosley. And actually United's on the attack with Lewis Rankin. Poor pass, easily cut out by Liam Oliver, but his options were limited. He had to play that ball, but what a challenge from Gift Musa, and a cracking long-range low ball to Craig Reed, and a brilliant save with the legs of Wayne White. Kept in by Scott. Reed picks it up, Jays with him. Here is Jack Jays. Just from long range! Oh, that was so close. Didn't quite dip enough, but two amazing opportunities for the Red and Greens to open the scoring before half-time. Firstly with Craig Reed, well saved by Wayne White. And the follow-up attempt from Jack Jays, just a little too high. White lines up the goal kick, looking for an option. There it goes. Prince will miss with the header. Mosley will get there though, appeals with a foul, if you just want to know. Sent forward. Keeper comes out for it and grabs it on the edge of his box as Piggin was trying to make some mischief. I think Rolston had him covered, the centre-back. White's clearance, once again Prinzel was there to pick up the spoils, but his pass easily picked up by Alex Brown. Shifted towards the right-hand side where only Jack Jays is waiting. He'll shepherd it out of play for a throw-in to the Red and Greens just inside their own half. Mosley will take. There it goes. Looks like United are actually playing a 4-4-2 with Jays on the left side of midfield, Rankin on the right, with Musa and Cox in the centre. Prinzel, pass cut out by Scott, but the follow-up picked up by Mitch Piggin, trying to find Rankin down that right-hand side, intercepted by Liam Oliver, who sends it forward, looking for the run of Elliot Reeves, and cleared by Rich Morris. Jays may get to the kick, but it's met in the air by Scott. And back to the goalkeeper, thanks to the head of Sean Ralston. It's not been the most enthralling of fixtures, I'd say. A couple of opportunities for Coventry United. They've been the better side, I'd say. Miles Scott at fullback. Now Alex Brown. And it reads on the right-hand side, lays it off for Sam Vickers, who has swapped wings with Lawrence Constable. A poorly weighted pass, but it is picked up by Liam Oliver at left back. Here's Ralston, the captain. Rolls it as he feigns a pass. Musa nearly catching Josh Craddock out. Sent down the left. Constable wasn't ready for it. Coventry United throw halfway into their own half. 10 minutes until the break. We'll be taking a short break at half-time to swap over the batteries on the laptop to ensure we can bring you the second half of this match in its entirety. So look for the new live stream after the break. Hopefully no problems with broadcasting in this one. Piggin jumps for it. You'll get to the second. Musa back to Woodward, who took the initial throw. Chip forward, no one waiting in a red shirt, but there's plenty of players in a white and black one. Here's Ralston, fires it clear. Reeves making the run, met in the air by Kyle Barnett. Move carried on by Chris Cox, but it's only as far as Craddock. Brown onto the right, despite some good pressure from Coventry United. Vickers trying to play a 1-2. It's been found by Alex Brown in the centre circle. Gordon, poor pass, and Rob Prinzel with another great interception. The long pass not so great though. Ralston cuts it out before Piggin can get to it. The passing tonight really hasn't been great from either side. Gordon sent it down the line side for Vickers to chase. And Mosley tries to shove it out of play. Shoves the number 10 to the ground. Referee waves his arms and says, no, you're not getting a penalty for that. Well, certainly some contact. So no Tom Daly references, but not quite enough to force a penalty according to the referee. Scott with the interception. Josh Craddock. Vickers looking for an option, caught in possession. Only as far as Craddock. Here's Liam Oliver, the left back, trying to make his way into United territory and does so. Tries the 1-2 with Reeves, but he ran past Reeves before he could kick the ball away. Constable's through ball. Reeves will give chase. Prinzel comes across to stop him and just shoves him off the ball. Well, it was a little forceful. I've certainly seen fouls given for less, but he's got the job done and he's cleared the ball as well. Here's Oliver. Tries to dribble his way past Chris Cox. Not an easy thing to do. He took his half the ball there and Woodward able to clear as far as Rawson, who had the throw for Heanor. In fact, it's going to be given to Liam Oliver. Oliver looks for the option. He's got Craddock in support. And Oliver's actually has to come a few yards further back. Friend taking a Craddock. Tries to return the ball to Oliver. Caught in possession by Chris Cox. Slides and keeps the ball alive. It's one of the best efforts of Ralston. Now Craig Reed. Musa. There's a nasty challenge from Craddock. Referee says play on. Here's Lewis Rankin. Skips away from the Lions' back line. Space out well for Jeff Woodward. He doesn't see him though. Chips it into the penalty area. Advantage gone. Ball gone. Move over. Gathered by Wayne White. And Heanor will go again with the final push towards the break. Another 7 minutes plus added time. Cox picks up the intended pass to Danny Gordon and fires it clear. Towards Piggin, goes over Piggin's head. Ralston, a scuffed pass, but it's picked up by Craddock. And that's a neat through ball, if a little too powerful for Sam Vickers down that right hand side. Good intentions from Heanor, poor execution costing them. Norris puts his laces through that one. Met in the air by Ralston, but only as far as Kyle Barnett. Here's Chris Cox with a shove in the back by Craddock. Referee says foul. Oh, that's a little bit of a soft foul. United will take the free kick. They'll take anything they can get. They certainly took the delayed kickoff with half the squad stuck on the M1. That's why we're a little bit late in finishing the first half, because we're a little bit late in starting it. Rob Prinzel sends it towards that penalty area and straight into the grateful gloves of Wayne White. Execution once again lacking for the Red and Greens. Long throw. Nearly out of reach, but it's actually kept in by Constable. Through ball from Gordon, a stumble from Reeves. That may have cost him the chance to get onto that loose ball and have a crack, a rare crack at Rich Marsh's goal. Here's Kyle Barnett, and there's some rather distasteful words from the Heanor Town coach. Not happy with the linesman's work on his right. I think he's done all right, and that's another decision for Heanor to be unhappy about as the flag is raised on the other side.
Get him in there. It's not Sunday League, son.
Well, apologies if you do hear any bad language on the broadcast, but of course this is a football match. Tensions will run high, and well, they're certainly running high. I've got to say, I personally think this linesman's done absolutely fantastically. So I think there's a few unfair comments from the Heanor coach, but the score currently as it is, you can understand why there's been a few choice words. I believe he wants to speak to the lino. I'm not sure. I'll have to ask him. I think he wants to talk to the lino. I say, it was ref at Council last week, and now it's lino at Heanor. We'll be asking for the ball boys next. There's been a brief stoppage as Bobby Mosley is receiving a little bit of treatment. And now Terry Anderson has stepped out of his technical area by a few yards. The assistant asking him to backtrack. The ball's not in play, so it shouldn't really matter, but of course it's down to the referee's discretion. The linesman and the referee can only do what they can within the rules. Well, we have another now another 3 minutes of normal time to go, plus stoppages. I don't think there's going to be too many, probably another 2 minutes or so maximum. As it's a little bit of an opportunity for Heanor and Coventry United to have an impromptu team talk as the physio leaves the pitch. And we'll get ourselves underway once again. Well, I wonder if the Heanor coach, well, he is having a word now with the lino. And, well, the lino needs to get back to work because he's got a match to officiate.
You're doing well, Lino. You're doing a good job, Lino.
And, well, again, personally, I think the Lions done a cracking job, so I'm not sure what the issue is. But, you know, tensions run high. This is football. Best game in the world, that's why we love it so much. Morris's free kick. It bounces into the penalty area. It may well be kicked in by Mitch Piggin. Bit of shirt pulling. Goal kick. It's come off Piggin last. I think Piggin was trying to stop himself from going over the advertising boards, David Beckham style. And Mosley is back on the pitch. And there's going to be a substitution. I believe Mosley's going to be taken off. Well, what a moment this is for the Coventry United under-21 star, making his first team debut, coming on for Bobby Mosley. And on comes number 16, Nathan Cadby, for his first Coventry United first team appearance. A big moment for the young lad. Throws in from the under-21s this evening. Well, best of luck to him. We'll see how we can handle the big leagues, but the way that Coventry United have brought through the youngsters and the youth academy in the last few years, he should be fine. Goal kick met in the air by Scott. Cadby gets his first touch on the ball. And it's out of play for a throw-in. Yeah, he was able to win the header though, so fair play to him for that. He was able to beat Sam Vickers in the air. Time running out, just 1 minute of normal time to go. Thrown by Scott. Gordon. Chased down by Craig Reed. Quickly distributed to the left-hand side with Liam Oliver. Constable. Overlap being made. Well, attempted overlap. And a poor pass from Lawrence Constable results in a throw-in for Coventry United inside their own half on this near side. Clearance met in the air by Ralston. Oliver finds Reeves on the edge of the box. Reeves cuts in, dodges the leg of Chris Cox, and once again Rich Morris is there to stop the Heanor attempt. He's not to be beaten today. But again, it's Elliot Reeves causing the aggro for the red and greens. We are now out of normal minutes. Heanor won't get many more chances before the half-time whistle. Clearance made. Only as far as Craddock into the box, nodded clear. James can't clear it though. Back into danger from Greg Marriott. Cox able to win the header. Under pressure from Constable and fires it into touch. Heanor ball. Craddock crossing opportunity from the left-hand side. It may dip under the crossbar, it did, but it was gathered by Rich Morris. I wasn't sure where it was going for a brief minute. We've had about a minute of added time so far. I'd say there's another 60 seconds or so. Reed able to win the tussle with Ralston, but can't win the ball. Clearance only as far as Cadby, who spins away down the left-hand side. And a good cross by Cadby. It's cut out by Marriott, but the loose ball picked up by Piggin. Jay's into the area. Rankin waiting at the far post. It's up in the air. Appeals by Heanor. Referee doesn't want to know, but United slow to react. That ball was free. They didn't go and get it. Now it's Heanor on the attack, but a poor long ball. Cadby can't control though. Here's Danny Gordon. Deep in that midfield, down the right hand side. Plays a 1-2 with Miles Scott. Brown. Stabbed forward by Lawrence Constable, only as far as Piggin. Playing as a makeshift centre-back. Ralston wins the header. A bit of head test going on with Liam Oliver. Giving the ball away from Craig Reed. There's another header from Rob Prinzel. Only as far as Craddock. Lob forward towards Reeves. Met in the air by Kyle Barnett. How crucial was that header? And a fantastic run from Cox. Finds Piggin on the right. Through ball for Chris Cox. He should get there. Cross put in. Reed can't control. It's gone through his legs. I think maybe he's trying a little bit of a back heel towards goal. It didn't work out for him. Woodward goes to the ground. Referee unmoved. Prinzel to Piggin. Flicks it away from Oliver. We get the ball in for a second time. Just out of reach and out of bounds. Goal kick. And we've had nearly 3 minutes of added time. Score at the Town Ground in the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division remains at Heanor Town 0, Coventry United 0. Once again, we'll be taking a short break at half-time to swap over the batteries on the laptop to ensure we can bring you the second half of this match in its entirety. So look for the new live stream. After the break, we'll be going off air for around 10 minutes.
The commentator is giving Harry a warms up.
Oliver. Constable. Trying to take on Lewis Rankin, eventually gives up and plays it across the right to Brown. Now Miles Scott. He had to get this one away quickly. Marriott sends it into some free air, which is now occupied by a red and green shirt. Played back to Rich Morris, hoops it away, and the referee brings an end to the opening 45 minutes. Heanor may not be happy with the officiating, but would he be happy with the performance? It's currently 0-0. United probably with the better of the opening 45 minutes, although Heanor started to come into their own in the last 45 of the opening 45. And that will do us for the first 45 minutes here at the Town Ground. Half-time score, Heanor Town 0, Coventry United 0. We'll be back in 10 minutes' time here on Coventry United TV with Liam Cook. Make sure to look for the new live stream after the break.
You know, I come to the matches so I don't listen to it and understand what